Thank you for joining us. We're back here for another episode of Transformational Tuesday. This is where we want to bring you the inspiration so you can get the insight to how awesome people like Richard and Susan have gone through their journey, the problems, the issues, the challenges, but then also been able to produce the results because of their transformation. So thank you so much for being here today, guys. I know you was hoping to come here to real life.
Yeah. But thanks for having us anyway.
Thank you.
Pleasure, and I'm super excited to get in. I've been watching you guys grow over the last few months, and super awesome. And I like the fact that we've got similar plants.
Great minds think alike.
What is awesome about you guys is I've seen you keep showing up. You've got great energy. You're very professional, and I think people are dying to get into. Hey, what's these guys' stories? How do they make it happen? How do they generate nearly or over 1.5 million pounds worth of property deals, raising over 300,000 pounds of investor finance? How do they do that during lockdowns and pandemics and all of this crazy stuff?
It's crazy.
Which we're going to find out. So guys, don't forget to subscribe, like this, comment in here, because listen, if there's just one person that gets insight from this, that's job done. But the more people that see it and can make a positive change in their life or start to do something different or make their move, the better. So do that. So guys, just give yourselves a little bit of introduction, let people know who you are, what you guys do.
All right, great.
All right. Well, I'm Susan, and as you can tell, I'm originally from South Africa. Together with my husband, we moved over to the UK 5 years ago, and we are property investors. We run our own company called Resolution Property Investors. But amongst that, I have lots of hats. I'm also a mom of two precious little girls. I also run a home salon at home, and I've also recently launched my interior design business. So I'm super excited about that. But with all those different hats, it's all about really just transforming things into much bigger, better things. So yeah,
definitely. So 5 years ago we moved here, as Susan mentioned. My background, I'm a geotechnical engineer, so I sort of have a good understanding of what lies beneath the ground. So that's been useful for us in our property journey, since we've viewed many houses, lots of them with cracks in them. Very scary to a lot of people, but I've been able to sort of have a better insight as to what that might or might not mean for us in the long term. We, after moving to the UK, we decided to get into property investing. We had a little bit of a background in South Africa in that we had done our own flips. Basically our homes we'd added on, done extensions, added value and sold it on. So we had a good understanding about that. But coming to the UK, it was all brand new, so we decided to educate ourselves and get into the world of property investing.
yeah.
So why property? So you say you started that in South Africa. So what was it about property, or what gave you the insight that property might be useful for you?
I think we got to see that the UK had great potential in terms of long-term property investing, especially with the limited land available, limited housing. There's a great demand, and the UK has seen huge growth in property values over the past decades, and we could see that this was going to continue for a long time. So we felt that if we were going to invest in anything, it was property, and that's where we focused our attention once we got to the UK.
Good. So what was the kind of reason behind that? Because you was like, I like to call it like you're a live-in property investor, if you like you live in a home, you're renovating the home you live in, you add the value, sell it, and then you use the money to go somewhere else. And I've seen people do that. I mean, for me, when I left school, I was in construction. I was in the building trade. So I was working in it. So the last thing I wanted to do was start working in my own house. I come to my own house to get away from all of the dust, not come back to the dust.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. Well, we're very house pride people, so we didn't mind doing the big renovations, but we saw the potential that property did have, and then we wanted to continue that definitely in the UK. Me personally, when we moved to the UK, we decided that I was going to be a stay-at-home mom. And I really enjoy just spending so much time with my children. But then when it came down to, now I need to actually find work, I wanted to find something that was going to be flexible, that I could work around my children. And property kind of ticked a lot of those boxes. So I could work around my children. We could work in the evenings. We can work on the weekends. But also going and learning more about property, I realized that it was ticking a lot of those other boxes. That not only now I can spend time with my children, but eventually, once we are earning the passive income, we can spend a lot more time and give them everything that they want. So from my perspective, it's really centered around providing for my children.
Awesome. That might be dangerous what you just said. I have 3 girls too, and giving them everything they want is like a never ending story.
It is never ending, and that's why we need to invest in something that's going to keep on providing long until we're gone. So yeah, it's also about creating a legacy for them too.
Definitely.
Good. So, having seen you going through your journey and even speaking to you right here now, you're very calm and you seem very composed and all the rest of it. So what I'm interested in, what challenges have come up, or what beliefs did you have that may have caused a little bit of hesitation or a little bit of doubt, is this, can we do this? Should we do this? Is this still going to work? Is it what?
Definitely. All of that has happened. You've heard about the duck sitting calmly on the water, but the legs are just going frantically below. And that's kind of what happened to us, is we had a clear goal and objective in mind, which we had set for ourselves. And we did everything that we were taught to do in terms of the training that we'd gained from the various courses that we had been on. And so we knew textbook what we needed to do, and we were doing that. We were viewing loads of properties, putting in loads of offers, and just didn't feel like we were getting anywhere. So that was one of the challenges, really. And yes, although we might appear calm, I'm sure with everyone being human, deep inside we felt frustrated. And we did get to a point where we felt like we weren't getting anywhere, and we needed more help, more support. And I think it took us a long time to get to that point. We did one flip here in the UK. We did it very successfully. We were very happy with the result. We worked together with an investor, together with builders, so we gained that experience, and we were looking forward to get onto the next one. We just didn't feel like we were getting anywhere. We were looking for buy-to-lets, the numbers just weren't stacking. We didn't have the confidence to move on to HMOs, which we started focusing on, and we were clear on our strategy. But again, the challenge was getting the momentum, getting it going. So yeah, I think that was the challenges really for me.
So we had put offers in for a buy-to-let. Unfortunately, we couldn't raise all of the finance for that, and we unfortunately we had to pull out. And I think that took a knock to our confidence. We decided we'll take a little bit of a break, and then before you know it was the end of the year, and we'd only done one project. So we decided that 2020 was going to be our year. We were going to make things happen. So we decided to set our goals, and we got into contact with Real Life. Richard attended one of the trainings, and we decided that we were definitely going to sign up, because we felt that we needed the support. We needed to surround ourselves with good, positive people that were going to help us accelerate our journey at the end of the day.
So going from all of that down, I mean, like you say, you were following textbook theory methods, and I'm assuming all those offers, you're putting in a lot of time, you're doing a lot of miles if you're viewing. What are some of the key insights, or what's some of the key points that enabled you to turn that around and produce some of these results that we're going to talk about in a moment?
Well, I think the turning point really for us was was the coaching. As I mentioned, we've done a lot of courses, and we'd gone to the real life 2-day event, and I said to Susan, don't worry, I'm not going to sign up to more training. But right there and then, what was on offer was the coaching, the mentorship, the support, and we knew deep down inside that's exactly what we wanted. So after day one, I called Susan and I said, we have to join, and she pretty much said, yes, let's go for it. So definitely for us, it's been the coaching. We've had a phenomenal coach, Shane Duff. He's been amazing. He's really helped us sort of get to grips with our challenges, our fears, our concerns, but also focus us more on our goals, set our goals, break them down into achievable milestones, because it can seem a bit daunting. You've just got you set yourself these goals, and it just seems like a huge task to achieve. But breaking it down, working through them week by week together with our coach has been phenomenal.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. So at that point, that's been the key driver, the key motivator, like you said, the coaching, the support, the network, the environment that you're immersed in, especially through all of this pandemic, lockdown, all of that chaos, we could call it. So if you, like, people are watching this and they're thinking, yeah, okay, but like, some people might need a bit more insight, because people don't understand, like, let's face it, not everyone can understand the coaching and may have had not the experience of real, I like to call it real coaching, because there's a difference.
Yes.
So what were some of the things that it enabled you to go and do? Like what was the turning points here? Like you went from doing one flip, confidence knock, running all over the country, ringing people, viewing houses, all of this. Like what started to happen?
I think the most important thing was the personal development side of things. Before we were doing everything on our own, and now we had joined this community where we kind of saw that other people were achieving such phenomenal things. So if they could do it, then we can certainly do this. So it was definitely changing the way we thought about things. As you say, everything is fine if everything runs smoothly, but what happens when you hit challenges? And I mean, this year has been an exceptional example of that. We literally signed up to real life, and literally the next month, the whole country the whole world actually had shut down. And we were thinking, well, now what do we do? And if we didn't have the support and we didn't have the coaching and the network, and amazing masterminds, I don't know if we would be able to move forward. We knew what our goals were, but we weren't too sure how we were actually going to overcome having to deal with the likes of COVID. So yeah, I think for us that was a huge turning point, and realizing that anything is possible. Just take those little baby steps, just keep on moving forward, because if you do that, then you are definitely going to get somewhere, instead of being paralyzed and just not doing anything.